So thank you, Vanita, for reminding us. So just to recap our syllabus. Uh, Today we will discuss banner graving, and then in next lecture we will discuss a scan for vulnerability and scanning countermeasures. And in seventh lecture this will, and eighth and ninth lecture we will finish this. Then we will go to introduction to metasploit. And if there is an exam, then we have to take some extra classes in addition to this schedule. Otherwise, there is two options. What I have teach in a lab for beta exploit, that will ask only and go with some type of. So okay, what is a banner grading? Banner grabbing is the process of obtaining a target company application names and version regardless of manner, manually or automatically, by using an open source tool in preparation for it. So this basic definition we have discussed in base introduction to ethical hacking. But today there will be full 1 hour lecture on banner grabbing. All connected system and device often expose confidential information that includes software names and operating system along with their versions, and all this collectively known as banner data. Knowing these data points allow threat actors to find exploitable vulnerability in target network. Banner grabbing is not always bad. Penetration testing testers also perform the act when an organization hires them to determine all its weak spots. The process is also useful for IT team performing security audit to know which systems and applications require a stronger cyber defense. So think of banner grabbing as sending a spy to a work for a competitor so he or she can report the company weakness to his or her employer. So think it like it is a CIA of USA, it is a M6 of Russia, it is the process of Mossad of Israel, RAW of India, and ISI of Pakistan. What they send their spy to different country to gather information. Here we sending our spy to work as a for a competitor so he or she can report the company weakness to his or her real employer, and by getting two salary, one by his real employers, no, and one by his competitor. Let us assume some Indian spy went to Pakistan and he get recruited in Pakistani army. So he was paying Pakistani government also paying, and Indian government is also paying. Similar like the person who take a tax. I will do banner grabbing. Sir, offer me this one. Give me salary. Here I will not market anyone. I am doing sir for your help. For your help. Telnet. There is a tool in my learning stage when I was in bachelor's. Then generally in a lab in one PC, someone installed Linux and all different PC. There was Windows, and we used Telnet to connect with the Linux and to run Linux command on command window of our window. So Telnet is a classical cross-platform client allowed hackers and pen testers to interact with remote services. So if any service is a remote, so in Windows there is a provision of remote login. Earlier it was not. Then, but Linux Telnet was available from since. In Linux there is also one more command called SSH, and then we put IP address and we can connect. Similarly, Telnet, and we can put IP address and we can connect as a remote login to any system. And for that there is a port 23 decided. Attacks can Telnet, other commonly used ports like SMTP, STTP, and POP3. SMTP, yes. So when we do mass mailer attack in a search engineering toolkit, we have to provide SMTP configuration. Or when we add email in our mobile by Gmail or then they ask all options. POP it is a 3 or we will provide SMTP. And they remember SMTP of Google, that's why they provide Google, Yahoo or this. And they say other. If you go for a other, then they ask, I don't know this. For example, I add Jain University email in my then they ask, okay, tell me the SMTP port of Jain University. Or if I am using POP3, then there is a basic difference between that, and you should know. If we use this to connect in my mobile, mail will download to my mobile. If I will delete here, that will not delete in server. If I use this, if I delete here, that will also delete in server. So most operating system can establish telnet session, allowing users to perform banner damage. There are other tools, Whitewave, available in Kali. There is another tool, CURL. Whitewave, the tool recognizes websites, helping hackers and security analysts to grab the web application banner by disclosing the server information such as IP address, versions, web page title, running OS. So all this task also done by Nmap, but this is an exclusive tool for banner. CURL. The tool has a command that includes the functionality for retrieving banner detail from HTTP servers. Then the questions comes, how many types of HTTP servers exist in this world? Okay. If you open a website and if you see the last extension of web pages, it may be HTML if it is a static page, or HTML, it is a static page. But if it is a dynamic page, then there are three extensions, .php, .aspx, .jsp. Yes. Then for PHP, there will be Linux server. For ASP, there will be IAS Windows server. For JSP, there will be Tomcat Apache. We call it. So there are three types of HTTP servers mainly. There are some others, but most three are popular. wget, available in Kali, the banner grabbing tool can lead user to remote or local servers banner. It uses a simple script to suppress the expected output and prints the header sent by the HTTP server. There is another tool called Netcat. The tool is one of the oldest and popular network utilities for Unix and Linux. There are some other tool, Dimitri, Nmap. Nmap is the most popular. It has some more features other than banner grabbing. We are using it, but we should know also these tools. Dimitri stands for Deep Magic Information Gathering Tool. Can gather as much as host information as possible. It allows attackers to get all the data from a remote host, including DNS enumeration, subdomain mapping, open ports, and much more. An Nmap. Simple banner grabber connect to an open TCP port and print out details sent by listening services within a few seconds. So, in exam, question may become, because if I set a question, the questions I will take from my slide maybe. How does banner grabbing work? Then you say, a banner grabbing attack has three necessary steps. First, the attacker chooses the service he or she wants to target. Second, he or she then launches a request to the target application or systems. Then, when the software or device responds, he or she inspects the responses to determine what exploit to use from the attack. So this is a command sudo env -pn to just disable -f for fast, and we are running a script band. Then it is running. Okay, these are the services and these are the. Then for a specific do port, if you do banner grabbing, then can sudo nmap -pn just for optional. If post will up, then no need for it. If there is a ping block, then we -p 2280. Here we are providing two port. If we put hyphen in between, then it will provide range 22 to 80. Then we say we are providing 58 ports with hyphen, and with comma we are providing 2 ports. And we say minus minus, and we are doing banner grabbing, so we'll execute a script called banners available in nmap out of how many it was in previous class. How many script was available in nmap? You have written or you written? Where is your notes? Huh?
370.
Where is your notes? We change the notes.
Yes.
Ah,
So it is written on that.
notes.
370.
Types of. There are two types of banner grabbing: active and passive. In exam question may come, what is active banner grabbing? Active banner grabbing means especially crafted packets are sent to remote OS and the response are not. The response are then compared with a database to determine the OS. The response from different OS varies due to differences in TCP/IP stack implementation. And what is passive? Passive allows user to get some information while avoiding exposures. That means we are not exposing ourselves to them. We are getting information from error messages for sniffing the network traffic from page extension. So error message provide information such as type of server, type of OS, and SS tool used by the target remote system. Sniffing the network traffic, here we captures and analyze packets from the target, enables an attacker to determine OS used by the remote system. And looking for an extension in the URL may assist in determining the application version. For example, if it is a ASPX extension, then it is ISS server, Windows platform, and coded in .NET, and scripting language is ASP, Active Server Type. If it is JSPX, Apache Tomcat, Java platform. If it is a PHPX, Linux server or LAMP server, and Linux platform. Here. So looking for an extension in the URL may assist in determining the application version. ASPX, ISS server, and Windows platform. .JSP, Apache Tomcat, and Java Virtual Machine. And then .php, LAMP server, and Linux platform. So have you anyone work with any website development project or anyone develop some website?
No.
If
No.
What is the website?
It's called the www.kamadigital.com.
www.
Kamadigital.
Spelling
KAMA.
KAMA
Digital.
Digital
Solution.
Solutions.com. Spelling is correct. So type that.
Comma digital.
Notice.
Yeah.
So I think it has expired because we book a domain for the years. We get information from who is when it was created and when it was. So just who is. Okay.
Information about the
It never registered before. So maybe a spelling check solutions again.
Yeah. Don't put solutions, only comma digitals.
Huh?
Don't put solutions, only comma digitals.
It's Kama Solutions Digital.
No, only comma digitals.
Okay. Yeah, that's why you are making mistakes. So if we are here, Kama Digitals. Huh?
Yeah.
There is a Kama Digital Solution Company Limited, and it is 1700 year old. That means it created on 19th of Feb. So after 4 months, it has birthday. And yes,
I'll tell them.
and the address is Iringa,
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to open the kamadigitals.com. I am trying to grab some information from pages, not from any tool, just saying. So which platform you use? You use PHP,
Yeah,
ASP,
PHP.
huh?
PHP.
PHP. Okay. Then if you go with the extension, maybe I see about us. Where I put हाँ हो दे दिए. It is about us. Okay. So there is a options we can omit or we can disable to show the extension. So your website is using this. If you are going to about us, if you are going to services, they are not showing extensions. So your website is safe. We can't grab information from there. We can say here.
No images, no downloads.
So good website you have developed. Okay. So here, there. In exam, questions may become how we will prevent banner cabins, just like omitting extensions. Of page 1. There are another. Restrict access to services on the network. Shut down unused or unnecessary services running on network host. We can override our server default banner behavior to hide version or hide extension. System administration can customize default banners, configure the network host application or operating system to disable the banners or remove information from the banner that could keep an attacker alive. Keep our server and system up to date to secure our application against non-server exploits. Disabling or changing banners. These are the second steps to prevent banner bullying. Disabling false banners to misguide attackers. So there is another option. I can write a page in a PHP. I can hide .php extension or I can show extension .sps to misguide attackers. Turn off unnecessary services on the network host to limit the information disclosures. Use server mask tools to disable or change banner information. Apache 2.x with mode header module use a directive in httpd.conf file to change banner information header set server new server. Ajax. So you know http.conf? No? Then we have to log into maybe some hosting site. This is a web service. Here we can host our website. The charges like $3 per month, some charges 2000 per year. So many different packages. Bluehost. So when we open Bluehost, this is taking time. So meanwhile we can cover one more. Then we'll see what is http.co. Okay. Take this text. Then hiding file extension from web pages. File extension reveal information about the underlying server technology that an attacker can utilize to launch attacks. Hide file extension to mask the web technology. Change application mapping such as ASP with .stm or .hook or .johnson or .sayed or .jack .bonita etc. to disguise the identity of server. Apache user can use mod underscore negotiation directives and IIS user use tools such as page exchanger to manage the file extension. So it is even better if the file extension are not used. So it's open. So here are two facilities. They also sells webmail. They also sells hosting. So for webmail login, if I make a kamadigitals.com website, then I can make an email like admin@kamadigitals.com, johnson@kamadigitals.com.
Domain
Then
name.
I can log in
The
using
domain
webmail.
name.
Okay. So here we go to advanced and the block where it is connected to Ethernet. So in order to show this, I will connect with my Wi-Fi and show you first finish this slides and then we'll
Alright.
come by connecting with my Wi-Fi. So done. There is a 2. is a search engine, but not like Google. Google gives us data, information it never. What it gives, it searches what type of webcams, what type of routers, what type of servers, what type are connected to the internet. This scans this website scans the internet for publicly accessible device, not information, not data. Just they search device, nothing. The primary user of Sodans are cybersecurity professionals, researchers, and law enforcement agencies, while cyber criminal can also use the website, and some have access to nets that could accomplish the same tasks without detections. So here, opening. So this is not blocked by us, by your institute network. Here, I want to search only Apache web server. So what I will do? I will not try to one tab is ready. And then I am searching what was slides. This copy. Okay, I want to search only Apache web server across the globe. Nothing. It gets 20, 20 millions. Yes, 20 millions. And then
374 rack and 124.
and the highest Apache server was available in United States, then Germany, then in Japan, then in China, then. Okay. Then we got their person address, we got their ports and their date, their what the servers they are using, which versions they are using, which versions open SSL. Then we can find some exploit and attack. They are also signed right. So we are free. So this will give all information what you want. Okay. I say those. I will not because I respect Apache. I will not hack Apache. I want to hack something others. I want to hack a website that are using Bootstrap CSS framework. Okay. I search that. Say, all websites that are using CSS file called bootstrap.cs. Their IP is given, their HTTP version is given, their text type is given, their link is given, their IP is given, and now world is in your hand. Again, United States has the most person who use CSS
Mm.
called bootester. China second, Germany third, Russian Federation, and then we click more. Then for HTTP top port, these persons 22 lakh 10,248 using this port. Still, these people are using 80 port, and these people are using 8080 port, and these people using 8443 port, and this number of people are using. So till now I have taught you 80 is a HTTP port, 443 is a HTTPS port, but these are also used across the globe because their range is a 65,500. So people, someone I say no, I will use 81 as HTTP port. I will go to setting and configure it, and then when I will go to localhost dot 80. Also, if you go in Java class, they may use 8080. Sometimes you have seen, but not only 8080, if we can use 8081 if it is not assigned to any service, and we can define this is our HTTP. I define exclusive for my network, but default what world is 443 and 80, and some people 8080, and there are some people who likes. I do not believe in the traditions. I will make my own way. I will make my own port because there are so many ports available in 0 to 65,000 range. Again, so again we close it, and then we go for our examples, and then I say I want to search service with a host name containing either google.com or a facebook.com. Then I will use this for the search bar. As someone say, okay, I want to search, but I want to search only website that support HTTP2. Then, or I want to search non-HTTPS SL services that were used as a certificate for a google.com, and I use this. And there are so many filters we have to remove. So these are the website we are using google.com SSL certificate. That means their registrar is google.com. So Sudan is not made for the common people like us, like me, but it is made for a cyber security professional like you. Then you should use only Sudan now for such anything. Then there is a Telnet. Telnet is a simple where you put Telnet and the IP address and port number 22, and it will connect. If you will not provide correct user ID password, it will give some error, but it will show the SSH version and the OS we use. So here we get our information, it is using this, and that we will look for. There is also website called netcraft.com. So it using results from our internet data mining and find out the technology and infrastructure of any site. Here we open netcraft.com, and then we type any domain. For example, here I type rtcsa.org and I click on next. It's so. They were using this public algorithm, RSA encryption. Their protocol version is this. Their public key length is this. Their signature algorithm is this. Everything we get from netcraft.com. Even they say what is the IP address, what is the OS, what is the web server, and when it will last. So these are the steps. If you go with the parallels, then we can see install Kali on Mac without VMs. Here we download parallels and then we install it, and after installing we make it enable, and then we install Kali inside parallels, and these are the tools for banner gravings. So now time are less, so we just go to netcraft. Comma digitals digitals
Yes.
dot yes. So they are using domain validation. They are supporting this TLS extension. They are using S2 application layer protocol negotiations, and this is their subject alternative names, and start with the main information. They are using Apache servers. They are using RSA encryption. Their TLS version is 1.2. Public key length is 4096. Signature algorithm is this. Issuer state country is USA, that means they buy hosting space from USA. Then they are using these two certificates in SSL, and they install this certificate on 10th November, just 1 month before, and then their hosting history is this is their hosting server where they are buying some hosting space based in USA, this is the IP address, OS is Linux, web server is Apache. We get so many informations from. Then what are the site technology which you tell, but if for example you said no sir, I will not tell this web technology of my website, it is a private. I said no problem, I have NetCraft.